Good evening, students. Today we have studied the expression for instantaneous induced EMF and induced current, and also some important definitions of AC fundamentals. Before this, in last class we have studied the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Faraday has given two laws. He is father of electricity. So as per first law, whenever a conductor cuts the magnetic flux, an EMF is induced, or whenever a conductor links a changing flux, again an EMF is induced. It is first law. Second law, the magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to rate of change of flux linkage of the coil. So to generate the AC voltage, these fundamental principles of Faraday's laws have been used either to design AC machines or DC machines. Wherever induced EMF comes, there must be Faraday's laws principles are there. Hence, to generate the AC voltage, basically we need three things. One, conductor system. One, magnetic field system. Number three, relative speed between these two, because induced EMF directly proportional to d∅ by dt, that is rate of change of flux linkage. Hence, to obtain the rate of change of flux linkage, any one system, either conductor system or magnetic field system, must be rotating with respect to other. Hence, in both cases, the rate of change of flux linkage with coil exists and EMF is induced. It is the review of previous class. Sir, now we can go for derivation of today's class. Consider a rectangular coil having n turns is placed in a magnetic field with an angular velocity of omega radians per second as shown in figure. When the coil is in plane of x-axis, it is treated as 0 or original position. From this position, coil starts rotating. So when the coil is in the plane of x-axis, theta becomes 0. At this condition, the maximum flux linked with the coil or perpendicular to the coil is phi m. Once again, you listen that when the coil is in the plane of x-axis, that is, it is perpendicular to flux lines of phi m. Hence, at this condition, the maximum flux is linked to the coil, that is perpendicularly, and time is taken as 0. After some time, the coil is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. At position theta, theta equal to omega t, theta equal to omega t. Now the flux linked with the coil perpendicular to coil is phi m into cos omega t. Understand? Flux links perpendicular to the deflected position of the coil is phi m into cos omega t. In general, the flux linkage is given by product of n into phi, that is number of turns of coil into amount of flux linking with the coil in general. But actual now deflected position of coil, the flux linkage is given by n into phi, phi equal to phi m into cos omega t, because perpendicular flux linking with the coil is phi m into cos omega t. So as per the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, the induced EMF is given by rate of change of flux linkage with the coil. Hence, induced EMF E equal to d by dt of flux linkage, that is rate of change of flux linkage, in mathematical expression is written as d by dt of flux linkage. So negative sign is taken with the help of Lenz's law. The induced EMF is directly opposes the applied voltage, Hence, this induced EMF equal to minus d phi by dt. Hence, d by dt of n phi, flux linkage is n phi, that is becomes n phi m into cos omega t. You remove the constant terms n omega phi m and d by dt of cos omega t, that becomes sin omega t. Hence, finally, we are going to get equation 1, E equal to n omega phi m into sin omega t, that should be called equation 1. After some time, when coil reaches to 90 degree, when theta becomes 90 degree, sin of 90 becomes 1. At this condition, the induced EMF reaches its maximum value. Let us say maximum value is EM or Emax. So, small e becomes capital EM. Hence, the above equation 1 may be rewritten as small e becomes Emax. Emax equal to W n phi m, because sin 90 is 1, because sin 90 is 1. So, EM equal to this one, omega n phi m, equation 2. You give the equation number 2. Then substituting this value, EM value, in equation 1, or equation 1 may be rewritten as, then it is very easy. Omega n phi m may be replaced by maximum value. So, E equal to Em sin omega t or E equal to Em sin theta. Expression is over, sir, 8 marks. You go give the equation number 3. This equation represents the alternating induced EMF equation. Similarly, induced alternating current may be written as I equal to Im sin omega t, I equal to Im sin theta, as per equation 4. So, angular velocity may be replaced by 2 phi f radians per second, where f is known as supply frequency. It may be expressed in hertz or cycles per second. So, we have to use different forms of voltage and current expressions. Such relations are used in developing equations or calculation of equation related problems. So, we know that small e equal to Em sin omega t. This is the first form. Then you replace the omega. You replace the omega by 2 phi f, second step. Third step, also replace the f, frequency equal to 1 by time period, that is capital T. Capital T is time period. It is the time taken to complete one cycle of AC quantity. Sir, once again, capital T is known as time period. So, it is the time taken to complete one cycle of alternating quantity. It is expressed in seconds. Okay. In the similar fashion, current. So, this is also known as sinusoidal induced EMF, because it varies as the sine function, because maximum value remains same. As the theta changes, sin theta changes. Hence, it is the graph of representing variation of sinusoidal quantity. So, it is also known as sinusoidal induced EMF. This sinusoidal induced EMF completes one cycle in one rotation of conductor system. That may be one cycle completion in angle. In angle, it may takes place from 0 to 360 degree or 0 to 2 phi radians. Remember, that is one set of positive cycle, one of negative cycle. The 0 to 180 degree is positive cycle, 180 to 360 degree is negative cycle. So, completion of AC with one positive cycle with one negative cycle is known as one cycle. Now, you can see there different positions different positions of the time variation from 0 to 360 degree. This all instant maximum value from center to 1, from center to 0, from the left side diagram, it is approximately equal to EM. EM is the maximum value. So at any instant of time, you see there factor from center to 1, it is remains same. That means maximum value remains same. So how the theta changes? Sin theta value changes. Getting the idea? So it is also termed as sinusoidal induced EMF. Now you see there, it is taken from 0 position, theta is 0. When after some time this coil reaches position number 1, position number 1 you make the reflection. So you can see there from 0 to theta angle. After theta angle you are going to get small e induced EMF vertically projected at one position. This value is known as induced EMF at that instant. Hence this magnitude of induced EMF goes on changing with respect to time or with respect to theta. Hence it is also termed as instantaneous induced EMF. Sir, it is also termed as instantaneous induced EMF. So some fundamentals definitions are required to enter the AC concept. The following things are there. So first, waveform. What do you mean by waveform? The shape of waveform is obtained by plotting the instantaneous values of voltages or currents as a ordinate against the time is called waveform. The alternating current is one which changes its flow direction with every half cycles as shown in figure. All waveforms are referred as alternating waveforms. So alternating waveforms means positive half cycle must be equal to negative half cycle. It may be sinusoidal or it may not be sinusoidal. Okay. Next important definition, cycle. What do you mean by cycle? It is not hero cycle. One complete set of positive and negative values of an alternating quantity is termed as cycle. The above figure represents for one cycle of induced EMF. In angular measurement, one cycle is said to have 360 degree or 25 radians. Next important fact is time period. It is denoted by capital T seconds. Time taken by an alternating quantity to complete one cycle is known as time period. As shown in figure, it represents induced EMF for one cycle. What is the time taken to complete one cycle? It is known as time period. Next very important is frequency. The number of cycles per second of an alternating quantity is known as frequency. Once again, the number of cycles per second of an alternating quantity is known as frequency. It is expressed in cycles per second or hertz. Let f be the frequency. F be the frequency. So f is also equal to 1 by t. 1 by t. T is the time period in second. So it has also relation with number of poles and speed of the machine. It is very useful and it is almost required throughout your electrical engineering journey. F equal to number of poles into speed of the machine divided by 120. Now only you keep permanently in head. Any data you want to calculate, if two data are available, then you have to use. Therefore, F equal to Pn by 120, where P is number of poles of machine, whether it may be AC, whether it may be DC. N is the speed of machine. It may be AC machine, it may be DC machine. So this class is very important to understand the AC fundamentals. So be perfect before next class. Thank you, sir, to one and all.